Hey, ADK performance community, parents, coaches out there, it's Colin. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite topics, and it was in our newsletter the other day, is in-season strength training. We've started up the season, it's tryout time, and it's a really important part of the time for a lot of you athletes. You're trying to make different teams, you're hopefully getting into a team that you're have worked really hard in the off season for, going from maybe freshman team to JV or JV team to varsity. Or taking a better role from being maybe a player that's being subbed into a starting player. And this is a really crucial time, right? We've got to make sure we perform on the field. You've worked so hard in the offseason to get there. Now, once we get through that, we've got to still maintain our performance. When you're not using it, when you're not working on your strength and not working on your speed, you are losing it, right? You're going to slowly lose it, and you can lose up to 30 to 40% of the gains you've made in strength training by the end of the season, going into playoffs or going into maybe coaches, you're on a JV team and coaches are starting to pull players up into the varsity ranks, and your performance, your speed and your strength may be dropping a little bit and you get passed up for somebody else. Don't let that happen to you. It's very simple what you need to do in season. We want to do a little bit of power, we want to do a little bit of strength, and we want to get out of there, right? So a perfect warm-up might be Spider-Man stretch for your warm-up, little dynamic work. If you got it, pick a couple things. Then we got to maintain our power, right? So we've got to move explosively. If you've got the ability, do a couple fast sprints, 2 to 3. If you can get them timed, even better. Grab a buddy, time your sprint, right? We're only looking for about 10 to 20 yards on that. Well rested. If you can't do that, don't worry. We can come in, we can get some cleans in. If you got access to a bar, you can do dumbbell loaded jumps. That's an excellent power variation. Don't go nuts. We're only looking for 2 to 3 sets of 5, depending on what you've got time for. If you got to go 2 to 3 sets of 3, that's even better. A little bit of mobility work, a little bit of core. There you go. There's your power section. When we get into our strength, the next layer is some split squats, overhead press, and then you can finish up with a single leg deadlift with a reverse row. So very simple. Keep your reps low. Keep your sets low. 2 to 3 sets. If you've got more time, you can add in a third set. 2 sets of 5 is a really good place, and you can hang out there all season and slowly increase your intensity, which is load. So finish the season stronger. When you come back in your next off season to work with us, you're not going to have to gain all those weights back. We've seen kids lose 75 pounds on a deadlift up to 100 pounds on a deadlift, and it takes 4 to 6 weeks to get back to where we were. Don't let that happen to you. Make that team. Crush it in the postseason, get pulled up, do what you need to do, and then think about 252. 2 workouts a week, 52 weeks a year. If you can get to that 100 plus workouts every year, you are going to be a rock star. Let us know if you need any help. We do program design for in-season athletes, and we also have an in-season group that meets on Saturdays. We look forward to seeing you around.